greatest comfort on the spinning earth, watching the first snow fall together, safe and sound from the freezing weather. At 70 beats, the flakes go drifting by, reflecting the peace inside your eyes. A winter dream for two. Stay warm right here with me. Let it snow. New day. There's a sunrise breaking through the dark, like a second chance. Every moment leaves a different mark in a softer glance. All the past is slowly fading out, like it never stayed. In this light there's no more room for doubt, nothing left to fade. There's a feeling deep inside, like a turning tide. New day, I can see there's a different side of me. Every heartbeat, every flame, nothing stays the same. Every step I take is something new, like I'm finally free. All the things I thought I always knew now are letting me be. There's a meaning in the path ahead, something bright and clear. Every word I never really said doesn't matter here. There's a truth I can't deny as the past goes by. New day, I feel free, nothing left controlling me. Every shadow fades away in the light of a new day. New day, shining through. Everything is something new. Every second passing by lifts me to the sky. If the past was meant to break, it was something I could take. Every fall, every rise, open up my eyes. New day, I believe in the life I couldn't leave. In the end, it's clear to see this is who I'm meant to be.
Hold Every night feels like a quiet storm, but I'm standing through it all. There's a strength I didn't know before, something deeper when I fall. All the pieces I was holding tight, slowly slipping from my hands. But I'm learning in the fading light that I don't need to understand. Every step is leading me somewhere I was meant to be. Hold on, just a little more. We've been here before, through the dark and through the pain. We will rise again. There were times I couldn't find my way, lost in everything I knew. Now I see it in a different way. There's a path I'm walking through. Every moment builds another me, stronger than I used to be. I don't need to run or hide, I can face it all inside. There's a fire in my soul, telling me I'm in control. Hold on, don't let go, even if you don't know. Through the night, through the fall, you can have it all. Hold on, feel the light breaking through the endless night. Every scar, every fight leads you to what's right. If the world keeps turning fast, if the shadows always last, you can find another way, through the night into the day. Hold on, you'll be fine. Every moment is a sign. In the end, you'll clearly see you were always meant to be. Hold on. Hold on. The midnight mist is rolling down the street, a quiet pavement waiting for our feet. I stand beneath the lonely yellow light, looking for your shadow in the night. My collar turned up to the gentle chill. The city sleeps upon the distant hill, but I am wide awake and standing here, waiting for my angel to appear. I hear the clicking of your favorite shoes, chasing away the midnight blues. You step into the circle of the glow. Under the streetlight, sharing a smile. Let the rest of the world just wait for a while.
let it rain. Open sky, there's a space wider than before, like the sky has grown. Every step I'm taking, something more, something I have known. Fading into air, like they never stayed. In this moment I don't really care of the price I paid. There's a feeling rising high, like it's touching sky. Sky, I can see there's no walls surrounding me. Every heartbeat, every flame, nothing stays the same. Every memory turning into peace, like it's letting go. The searching finally finds release in a softer glow. There's a meaning in the letting be, in the things I lost. Heavy shadows setting something free, even at a cost. There's a truth I can embrace in this open space. Open sky, I feel free, nothing left controlling me. Every shadow fades away in the light of a new day. Open sky, feel the light shining through the endless night. Every second passing through brings me back to truth. Maybe all I had to find was already in my mind. Every part I tried to hide now is open wide. Open sky, I believe in the life I couldn't leave. In the end, it's clear to see this is who I'm meant to be. Sky, sky.
Something's changing. question what I thought was good, till you came along. There was nothing I was trying to replace, nothing I was looking for. Then you shifted something deep inside this space, opened up a door. I tried to keep it where it was before, but I can't ignore. Every silence doesn't feel the same, like it's opening a door. I can feel it in the space between our hands and the way we hesitate, like we're standing on a line we didn't plan, but it's already too late. If I fall into this, will I disappear, or become the version I've been hiding here? Was I always waiting for a spark like you, something I can't undo? There's a truth I can't pretend I don't believe, something I don't wanna leave, even if it tears me apart inside. I won't try to still here. All the nights, all the tears, all the echoes through the years. Every step, every fall led me right here after all. I'm alright, I'm alright, in the quiet of the night. I'm alright. straight into the light. I'm alright. Good night. Good night. I let you go the night it all fell down, like I finally figured something out, like the silence was the only way to breathe. Without you next to me, I walked away before I turned around, tried to leave it buried underground, told myself that time would be enough to cover everything we were. Letting go would set me free, but it only sets you deeper into me. like a place I always knew. Every doubt just seems to disappear when I'm standing next to you. All the distance fading into none, like it never was before. Every shadow turning into sun, something I can't ignore. There's a feeling we can't fake, something real we shouldn't break. Stay in my arms tonight, hold me in this fading light. Every heartbeat feels so true when I'm here with you. Every word we never had to say still is hanging in between, like a truth we never pushed away. Something simple, something clean. There's a moment we can recreate, something fragile, something rare, but it's here and it's not too late. We can feel it in the air. There's a chance we shouldn't lose, even if we have to choose. Stay in my arms tonight, everything will feel alright, even if it fades away. It was worth the stay. Stay in my arms, don't go. Let it be what we both know. Every second passing through feels like something new. If the morning breaks the spell, if we never get to tell, we will still remember this. Every second, every kiss. Stay in my arms tonight, even in the morning light. In the end, it's clear to see you were here with me. Stay. No direction, walking through a city made of light, but I'm not alone. Every face is fading into time, like it's overgrown. All the roads don't need a final end, they just move ahead. In this moment I don't have to bend to the things I said. There's a rhythm in the air, like it's everywhere. No direction, no control, just a movement of the soul. Every heartbeat, every flame doesn't stay the same. Every second something I can feel without holding tight. All the questions don't need to be real, they dissolve in light. There's a meaning in the way it flows, not a fixed design. Every answer slowly comes and goes, like a passing line. There's a truth I can't embrace in this open space. No direction, I feel free. There's no edge surrounding me. Every shadow fades away in a wider day. No direction, let it flow. I don't need to always know. Every second passing through feels like something If I'm lost, then let me be. There's a kind of clarity. Every path, every view still feels somehow true. No direction, I believe in the life I get to live. Not a light I must define, just a state of mind. Flow, flow. No direction.
Neon sign buzzing through the pouring rain. I'm sitting at the counter, nursing the same old pain. 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, the city is asleep, but I've got all these memories that cut too deep. The waitress pours the coffee, asks if I'm alright. I tell her I'm just hiding from the ghost tonight. The jukebox in the corner is playing our old song, reminding me exactly where everything went wrong. These are my midnight diner confessions, lost inside a maze of my own obsessions, spilling all my secrets to a stranger in the dark. if you might walk right through that door and come back to me. I leave a folded dollar on the Formica bar, wondering if you're looking at the very same star. Do you remember the booth right by the window pane, where we swore we'd never let our love go down the drain? Now there's just an empty seat and a half-eaten pie, and a fool who can't even say a proper I wanna break the glass and scream out your name, but I'm the only one left to carry the blame. These are my midnight diner confessions, lost inside a maze of my own obsession, spilling all my secrets to a stranger in the dark, trying to put a band-aid on a bullet to the heart. I'm drinking bitter coffee to stay awake and see if you might walk right through that door and come back to me. Just pouring coffee, waiting for you.
I found it in the trash can, ripped in 30 parts, a devastating puzzle for a pair of broken hearts. You wrote it in a fury on a Sunday afternoon and tore it all to shreds beneath the pale and silent moon. I gathered up the confetti and laid it on the floor, trying to resurrect the love that walked out the door. I've got a roll of clear tape and a magnifying glass, trying to rebuild the future from
paper resurrection, standing in the pouring rain. Just read paper, jagged edges.
Good night. There's a light slowly fading into dawn, like the end of everything. Every shadow quietly moving on a silent wing. All the stories resting in the past, like a book we gently close. In this moment nothing needs to last, only what we chose. There's a peace I finally feel, something soft and real. Good night, let it go. There's a peace I didn't know. Every heartbeat, every sigh finds a place to say goodbye. Every step has brought me to this place, through the dark and through the light. Now I see it in a quiet grace. Everything was right. All the love we carry through the years never truly fades away. Even through the silence and the tears, it will always stay. There's a truth I can embrace in this final space. Good night, I can see there's a truth inside of me. Every shadow fades away in the light of a new day. Good night, shining through. Everything is something new. Every breath, every sign brings me back into alignment. And if this is the end, I know it's a place I choose to go. Now like a voice I used to know. Every memory like a fading star still begins to glow. All the moments drifting through my mind, like they never went away. In the dark I feel them intertwined with the light of day. There's a truth I can't erase, living in this space. Echoes calling out my name. Nothing ever stays the same. Every heartbeat, every flame still remembers every name. Every shadow turning into light, like it's finally complete. All the battles fading out of sight, at the point we meet. There's a meaning in the things we lost, even if it felt so wrong. Every tear was worth the cost, just to feel this strong. There's a light that still remains, running through my veins. Echoes I can see, there's a part of you in me. Every shadow fades away, but the love will always stay. Echoes feel the light shining through the endless night. Every second passing through still belongs to me and you. Maybe nothing fades away, it just finds another way. Every part we leave behind lives forever in the mind. Echoes I believe in the love we couldn't leave. Even when we say goodbye, we will live beyond all time. Gathered up the shoebox from the top shelf of the room, carrying our history through the heavy evening gloom. I knelt before the fireplace and struck a single match, knowing this is something that I can never reattach. A pile of photographs and tickets to a show, Everything we built together, everything we used to know.
The flames are dancing high, turning memories into gold.
A beautiful destruction
Of a story getting old. I'm burning the ashes of our yesterday, watching all the promises
slowly float away,
turning every I love you into smoke up in the sky. A solitary funeral for a long and drawn out lie.
the fire keeps me warm,
But my soul is freezing cold, standing in the ruins
of the love
I couldn't hold.
I dropped the final letter, the one written in red, the one where you apologize for all the tears I shed.
It curls up at the edges and turns into a blackened flake, a fitting metaphor for a heart you had to break.
I wipe a tear away as the embers softly glow,
Realizing I have nowhere else to turn, nowhere else to go. I wanna reach into the fire and pull the pictures back, but all that's left is carbon and a heavy, empty black. I'm burning the ashes of our yesterday, watching all the promises slowly float away, turning every I love you into smoke up in the sky. A solitary funeral for a long and drawn out lie.
the fire keeps me warm,
But my soul is freezing cold, standing in the ruins
of the love
I couldn't hold. Just smoke in the chimney, fading to gray.
in this moment. There's a silence that we both can share without feeling lost. Every second held with gentle care,
Never counting cost.
all the things we thought we had to prove
Fade into the air.
in this space we don't have to move. We are already be there. There's a rhythm soft and deep,
something steady we can keep.
in this moment we are free.
Nothing more we need to be.
Every heartbeat, every flame
Doesn't need a name.
There's a truth inside the way we stay.
Not because we must.
Every silence holds a kind of peace,
Built on quiet trust. We don't chase a future far away, or a perfect end. We just live inside the now we have, again and again.
there's a truth we both can see.
Love is in simplicity.
In this moment I can feel this is something
Honest, real.
every shadow fades away.
In the light we made.
In this moment
Hold me near.
without losing
What is clear?
every second.
Passing through feels enough with you. If it lasts or fades away,
We don't need to force it, stay.
every breath, every view still remains true.
In this moment
I believe
in the love we
choose to keep.
not forever.
Not a claim, just a steady flame. Moment. Moment. In this moment.
Between then and now, there's a line I can't define, where the past and present blur into one time. And I'm standing in the middle of the space, trying not to lose your face.
Every second stretching further than before, like it's reaching for a meaning I ignore. And I'm caught between what faded and what stayed, in the choices that we made.
Between then and now, there's a distance I can feel. Not in miles, but in the way we used to heal. And it lingers in the corners of my mind.
a truth I couldn't find.
Every memory unfolding like a wave,
Breaking softly on the edges of the brave.
and I'm learning how to let it come and go
Without needing it to show.
We don't have to bring it back to understand.
Some things live outside our hands.
Between then and now, I can see
What it meant
to you and me.
every moment
Finding grace
in its place.
between then and now, it remains
Not as lost,
and not as changed,
but as something
passing through.
me and you.
I can feel it in the way the seasons change, like a pattern we could never rearrange, and it moves without asking us to stay
Or to find another way.
I can hear it in the
Rhythm of the years, in the quiet after all the noise disappears, and it settles into something we can keep without needing it too deep.
Maybe time was never meant to heal.
Maybe time just shows us what is real.
Maybe love is not a place we stay,
Maybe it just passes through our way,
and in passing,
leaves a trace behind.
not in place.
But in the mind.
Between then and now, I won't deny there was something you and I. Every heartbeat carrying me through
Still feels true.
Between then and now, I understand.
It was never in our hands, even as it
Fades from view.
I remember you.
Between then and now, and now. I found an old micro cassette inside the desk drawer. A tiny piece of plastic that I couldn't just ignore. It's a recording of the message that you left me in the fall, when you called to say you love me from the payphone in the hall. I put it in the player and I pressed the little key, bracing for the impact of our vocal history. The ribbon is so fragile, thinner than a human hair, but it holds the heavy weight of an absolute despair.
What's the last thing that you say before the line goes dead and you completely fade away? But the evening turned to winter and the winter turned to years, and I have watched this tiny tape in 1,000 bitter tears. The mechanism clicks, the wheels are spinning round and round, producing the most beautiful and devastating sound. The tape is getting caught inside that little metal wheel. I'm losing the only piece of you that I can actually feel. Listening to magnetic memories spinning in the night, a technological ghost bringing you back into the light. I hear the static of the payphone, the traffic on the street, and your beautiful soft voice making my tragedy complete. I rewind it and I play it over and over again, trapped inside an analog loop of unrelenting pain. Just a voice in the machine, fading in the static.
The band is playing the final song tonight. The room is bathed in a golden fading light. I see you standing by the door, looking away. I know you're leaving, there's nothing left to say. But before you step out into the freezing rain, give me one more moment to ease this aching pain.
Take my hand, let's pretend just for a while that I can still be the reason for your smile. Give me the last slow dance before we say goodbye. Let me hold you close and watch the seconds fly. Put your head upon my chest, hear my breaking heart before the morning comes and it tears us both apart. Let the music wash away the bitter truth. One final waltz to the soundtrack of our youth.
We move across the floor in perfect harmony, just like a scene
from an old romantic movie. I smell the perfume that you wore when we first met, a sweet vanilla scent that I will never forget. You close your eyes and a tear falls down your cheek. We are speaking volumes without having to speak. I'll cherish this memory when my world turns cold. A story of a heartbreak that will never grow old. Give me the last slow dance before we say goodbye. Let me hold you close and watch the seconds fly. Put your head upon my chest, hear my breaking heart before the morning comes and tears us both apart. Let the music wash away the bitter truth. One final waltz to the soundtrack of our the last dance. Hold me tight.
In this moment, there's a silence that we both can share without feeling lost. Every second held with gentle care, never counting cost. All the things we thought we had to prove fade into the air. In this space we don't have to move. We are already there. There's a rhythm soft and deep,
Something steady we can keep. In this moment we are free. Nothing more we need to be. Every heartbeat, every flame doesn't need a name. There's a truth inside the way we stay, not because we must. Every silence holds a kind of peace, built on quiet trust. We don't chase a future far away, or a perfect end.
We just live inside the now we have. Again and again.
There's a truth we both can see.
Love is in simplicity. In this moment I can feel this is something honest, real. Every shadow fades away in the light we made. In this moment, hold me near without losing what is clear. Every second passing through feels enough with you. If it lasts or fades away, we don't need to force it, stay. Every breath, every view still remains true. In this moment I believe in the love we choose to keep. Not forever, not a claim, just a steady flame. Moment. Moment. In this moment.
Where did it go? Where did it go? The thing we couldn't name, the feeling we both knew. It was burning, but without a flame, then disappeared from view. There was something in the way it used to stay, like it couldn't fade away. Now it slips a little more each day, till there's nothing left to say. Did we lose it or let it fall? Or was it never ours at all? Where did it go? I wanna know how something real could fade this slow. Every moment turning into dust. What happened to us? Where did it go? Was it ever true? Or just something we went through? Even now I feel it somewhere close, like a ghost. Every memory feels like it's losing shape, like it's harder to recall. There's a truth we couldn't quite escape. Now it's not there at all. I can feel it in the way it almost stays right before it disappears, like a shadow slowly drifting away through the years. If I try to hold it, would it break? Or just There's a truth I never got to keep, buried somewhere deep. Not because it didn't mean enough, but because it wasn't enough. Where did it go? I still feel something I can't reveal. Every heartbeat asking for a sign that it was mine. Where did it go? I won't deny. There's a part that won't say goodbye, even as it fades from view. It still feels like you. Where did it go? Where did it go? A blanket spread upon the rooftop floor, above the city and the traffic's roar. We lay on our backs and look up high into the vastness of the midnight sky. You point a finger at a shining star and wonder just exactly where we are. I pull you close and whisper in the dark. The only universe is in your
Tracing constellations in the sky, while time is slowly, softly passing by. At 70 beats, we travel through the space. I see the heavens shining in your face. Look at the stars, so far away, but you're right here.
The white lines are a blur on this interstate tonight. I'm pushing 95 just to outrun the morning light. The dashboard is glowing with an eerie, sickly green, the saddest late night movie that I have ever seen. I reach out my right hand to change the radio dial, and for a split second I swear I see your smile. But my hand passes through the empty freezing air, a cruel hallucination of a love that isn't there. There's a ghost in the passenger seat, riding next to me, a beautiful phantom of the girl you used to be. You're staring out the window, singing our old song, making me remember exactly where we went wrong. I'm driving to nowhere, trapped inside this steel machine, haunted by the memory of my missing teenage queen. I passed by the exit where we used to stop and rest, where you would lay your weary head upon my heavy chest. The diner is still open, the sign is burning bright, but I can't bring myself to pull over in the night, because drinking black coffee, sitting all alone, would only amplify the ache inside my very I lock the doors and roll the windows up tight, but I can't keep your memory from sneaking in the night. There's a ghost in the passenger seat, riding next to me, oh, beautiful phantom of the girl you used to be. You're staring out the window, singing our old song, making me remember exactly where we went wrong. I'm driving to nowhere, trapped inside this steel machine, haunted by the
just a lonely
Sitting on the concrete edge of the plaza square, watching the water dancing in the chilly evening air. At the bottom of the basin, shining in the pale moonlight, are 1,000 copper pennies from 1,000 different nights. Fortune built on promises, a treasury of dreams, reflecting the street lamps in their underwater gleams. I reach into my pocket for the last coin to my name, a desperate final wager in a supernatural game. They're just wishing well coins rusting in the deep, a bag full of promises that people couldn't keep. I toss my silver quarter and watch it slowly sink, pushing my sanity right to the very brink. I'm buying up a miracle, paying for a ghost, raising up a lonely, aquatic, silent toast. We stood right here together in the spring of '85. I've never felt so hopeful, never felt so alive. You closed your eyes and threw a dime, refusing to tell me why. You said that saying it out loud would make the magic die. Now I know exactly what you wished for on that day. You wished for the courage to pack up and run away. I wanna dive into the water and scoop the money out, buy a one-way ticket to escape this heavy doubt. They're just wishing well coins rusting in the deep, a bag full of the promises that people couldn't keep. I toss my silver quarter and watch it slowly sink, pushing my sanity right to the very brink. I'm buying up a miracle, paying for a ghost, raising up a lonely, aquatic, silent toast. Just copper and silver washed away.
bought a pack of envelopes and a dozen shiny stamps, writing by the light of my flickering desk lamp. I poured my apologies onto the college rule page, a desperate manuscript of my sorrow and my rage. I dropped them in the blue box on the corner of the street, hoping that my written words would sweep you off your feet. But the mailman brought them back to me, tied up with a string, with a writing stamp that ruins absolutely everything. Welcome to the dead letter office of my broken soul, where undelivered promises take a heavy, bitter toll. Return to sender, address unknown, stamped across the front. A bureaucratic method for a truth so incredibly blunt. I'm sitting on a mountain of the words I couldn't say, to a girl who packed her boxes up and moved so far away. I traced my own handwriting on the outside of the seal, wondering if the love I felt was ever truly real. If you changed your forwarding address to keep me in the dark, to build a massive fortress around your fragile heart. Now my closet's getting full of these paper tragedies, a post office collection of my deepest I wanna burn the letters up and let the ashes fly. A paper cremation underneath the winter sky. Welcome to the dead letter office of my broken soul, where undelivered promises take a heavy, bitter toll. Return to sender, address unknown, stamped across the front. A bureaucratic method for a truth so incredibly blunt. I'm sitting on a mountain of the words I couldn't say, to a girl who packed her boxes up and moved so far away. Return to sender, nobody home. Cook is wiping down the grill, flipping off the light.
The waitress counts a tip jar at the end of a heavy night. I'm sitting in the corner booth, sipping on a lukewarm cup, watching the neon open sign slowly powering up. It's 3 a.m. on Sunday, and the rain is coming down. I'm the very last customer in this lonely, sleeping town. The jukebox in the corner has gone completely dark and dead, leaving me alone with the echoing thoughts inside my head. It's closing time at the diner, and I'm refusing to go, watching the city traffic moving incredibly slow. I told you I would meet you here, no matter what it takes. Now I'm dining on a heavy plate of my own mistakes. The waitress puts the chairs upon the tables in the back, while my train of thought is running completely off the track. Wrap my hands around the mug to steal a little heat, staring at the empty vinyl of the opposite seat. We used to share a slice of pie and talk about our dreams before reality tore us apart. Right at the seams, I leave a $20 bill right beside the sugar glass, paying for the privilege of holding on to the The manager is jingling the keys right by the door. I guess I cannot wait here for a miracle anymore. It's closing time at the diner, and I'm refusing to go, watching the city traffic moving incredibly slow. I told you I would meet you here, no matter what it takes. Now I'm dining on a heavy plate of my own mistakes. The waitress puts the chairs upon the tables in the back, while my train of thought is running completely off the track. Time to leave. Time to leave. Walking into the
marked another X upon the calendar on the wall. 100 days exactly since I took the final fall. without you by my side. 100 times I've broken down and swallowed all my pride. The seasons have all changed, the snow has turned to pouring rain, but the absolute consistency is my unrelenting pain. I build a fortress of my sorrow, brick by heavy brick, and the mortar is the tears that are falling fast and thick. I've survived 100 midnights in the freezing cold, a century of heartache, premature and growing old. 100 times the sun went down and left me in the dark. 100 arrows fired directly into my shattered heart. If I had to live 1,000 more without your saving grace, I'll spend them all just searching for the shadow of your face. They say that time is a healer, but they're dealing in a lie. Time is just an audience watching a desperate man cry. I've memorized the ceiling cracks, the creaking of the floor, waiting for a miracle to walk right through the door. I'm a veteran of a war that nobody else can see, fighting off the memories that are constantly haunting me. I'm screaming to the heavens, demanding an intense release. I need a single second of a temporary peace. I survived 100 midnights in the freezing cold, a century of heartache, premature and growing old. 100 times the sun went down and left me in the dark. 100 arrows fired directly into my shattered heart. If I have to live 1,000 more without your saving grace, I'll spend them all just searching for the shadow of your face. 100 more. The waitress knows my order. She doesn't have to ask. She sees the heavy burden behind my smiling mask. It's 4 a.m. at the diner on the edge of the county line.
jukebox in the corner hasn't played a song in hours, and my hope is wilting faster than a vase of cut flowers. I stir the cup in circles, watching the whirlpool spin, a bitter little metaphor for the state that I am in. It's just black coffee and heavy regrets, counting the ceiling tiles and smoking cigarettes, trying to swallow down the pride that kept us so apart. A caffeine stimulation for a dead and broken heart. The porcelain is burning, but my hands are freezing cold. A lonely, sleepless story, getting prematurely old. I should have chased you down when you ran out in the rain. Instead, I stood there frozen, paralyzed by the pain. I thought that you'd come back, I thought you'd turn around, but the only thing you left was silence on the ground. Now I'm tipping 20% for a sympathetic smile, hoping that this diner stays open for a I wanna order up a time machine and send it to the past before we shatter like a fragile pane of glass. It's just black coffee and heavy regrets, counting the ceiling tiles and smoking cigarettes, trying to swallow down the pride that kept us so apart. A caffeine stimulation for a dead and broken heart. The porcelain is burning, but my hands are freezing cold. A lonely, sleepless story, getting prematurely old. Just one more cup, keep it black. Oh
The world is fading into gray. The sun has quietly slipped away. I hear the silence in the hall as as evening shadows start to fall. I don't need words to feel you near. Your heartbeat is the only thing I hear. A gentle pulse, a steady light to guide me through the velvet night. We're drifting on a sea of stars, leaving all our wounds and scars. So light, so free, just you and me. Softly as I breathe, I call your name. A quiet spark, a never-ending flame. In the stillness of this sweet embrace, I find my heaven in your grace. Moving like a dream, so slow. The wind is whispering through the trees, like ancient silver melodies. You lean your head against my chest, and all my worries go to rest. No heavy clouds, no stormy skies, just the reflection in your eyes. A love as tender as the dew, forever fresh, forever true. Time is just a ghost outside the door. I've never felt this kind of peace before. Wrapped in silk and candlelight, everything is soft and right. I'm sitting on the platform, facing up to the bitter truth. The fog is rolling heavy off the river in the night, concealing all the damage from the pale and yellow light. I've got my collar pulled up high against the freezing wind, paying for the karma of the ways I must have sinned. The schedule on the wall says the delay is almost done. The heavy steel machine is coming to black out the sun. I'm waiting on the 4 a.m. train to take me away, to carry me to anywhere that doesn't look like today. A ticket to a ghost town, a ticket to the grave, as long as it's a million miles from where you wanna stay. The whistle blows a mournful tune, cutting through the chill. A one-way trip to nowhere, and I'm paying out the bill. I left the keys upon the counter, right beside the phone. I didn't pack a single bag, I'm traveling alone. You won't even realize that I am gone until the dawn. When you reach across the mattress and find my presence withdrawn, I couldn't write a letter, I couldn't say the word. in the window pane. I'm hiding in this dive bar from the freezing autumn rain. I put my quarters on the felt to reserve the next long game. But every time I take a shot, I'm whispering your name. The jukebox in the corner plays a muddy bluesy track, fitting background music for a man who's looking back. The chalk dust on my fingers mixes with the sweat and tears. I'm drowning in a glass of amber, drowning in my fears. I left my quarters on the pool table, waiting for a sign, waiting for you to walk in and say that you are mine. I'm staring at the 8 ball, hiding in the corner pocket, a broken man connected to a dangerously empty socket. The bartender calls last call, the lights turn harsh and bright, but I'm still standing by the table, losing the long night. We used to hustle the locals in this very same dive. You held a cue stick like a weapon, keeping us alive. You had a trick shot that would always win the final bet, a beautiful maneuver that I never will forget. Now I'm scratching on the break, completely off my game. Without my partner in crime, it just isn't the same. I clear the table off and put my cue stick on the rack, accepting the reality that you're never coming back. I left my quarters on the pool table, waiting for a sign, waiting for you to walk in and say that you are mine. I'm staring at the 8 ball, hiding in the corner pocket, a broken man connected to a dangerously empty socket. The bartender calls last call, the lights turn harsh and bright, but I'm still standing by the table, losing the long night. Just a losing game. Time to go home. mechanical side. Doors folding open like they've done 1,000 nights. A driver glances through the mirror without asking why, just checking shapes beneath the dim fluorescent lights. I step inside, the smell of rain and plastic seats, a quiet mix of places no one talks about. There's someone sleeping with their head against the heat, a backpack slipping slowly as the bus pulls out. And every face reflects a story left untold, but no one here is asking to be known. Last bus moving slow through a city I don't know. Every heartbeat, every line falls into its time. No arrival, no delay, just the passing of the way. Every second passing through feels enough, it's true. A girl in headphones taps a rhythm on her knee, out of sync but somehow still aligned. An older man just stares into what used to be, or maybe just the blur of passing signs. I used to think these moments had to mean something, like every frame was part of something I could trace. But now they pass like shadows that don't cling, just light moving across a different space. And all the meaning I was trying to assign dissolves before it forms a line. Last bus, I feel free. There's no edge surrounding me. Every shadow, every light sits a little right. No direction, no control, just the motion of it all. Every second passing through feels enough, it's true. If I stay until the final stop at the edge of where it goes, will I become the silence after everyone gets off? Or is the ride itself the only thing that ever flows, without a need to finish or to start? The bus slows down, another stop, another phase. Someone leaves without a word, without a trace. And in the space they leave behind, something feels clear. Nothing here was ever meant to stay or disappear. Last bus, I believe in the life I get to live, not a place I must define, just a moving line. No arrival, no goodbye, just the passing of the ride. Every moment passing through feels complete.